Shalom, Kol Halo Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakawadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them and taught us the truth. Shalom to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. My brother Yeshua, I'm back with the WW3 Daily update. And yesterday, whoever left that message, that comment, was Faustian. Okay, it was you didn't know what the hell you're talking about. All right. Let's and I pretty much explained everything. So very quickly, all right. Psalm 104, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. This is what God does. O Lord my God, you are very great. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. What chariot? Swing low, sweet chariot. She'll be coming around the mountain. The original song was published in Old Plantation Hymns in 1899. It ostensibly refers to the second coming of Christ and subsequent rapture, with the she referring to the chariot that the returning Christ is today. All right? Jesus is coming back in the clouds, right? Here's the second coming. Here's the second coming of Jesus Christ. All right? Revelation 1:1, the revelation of Jesus Christ. Let's reveal it. 7, behold, he cometh with clouds. Who is he? Jesus. When he comes back, this is the second coming. He's coming with clouds, and every eye shall see him, right? And they also which pierced him. Okay? What does it mean, every eye shall see him? All right? Well, let's see. Let's do this. It's so easy. Okay? How is every eye going to see Jesus when he comes back? The chariot that Yahushua will be coming back in is so big that no man can make it. So it's not a man-made thing. All right? And these people know, that's why they make movies like this, because they know what is about to happen. All right? Every eye shall see. How? It's going to be a huge mountain. Every eye shall see. He maketh the clouds his chariot. A man can't make something that big. Why are they showing you this? Because they know what is about to happen. All right? It's no secret. It's a secret to people who think they know what the hell is going on and they don't. All right? What the hell is this? Wait a minute. What does the Pentagon know? Did they make these? Did man make these things? Why are they afraid of this? All right? The Pentagon just declassified 3 UFO videos taken by Navy pilots. Wait a minute. This stands for unidentified. Oh, I'm identifying them in the scriptures. They're the chariots of Israel. UFO, flying object. Well, they're saying it's a flying object, but they're still hiding it. They were supposed to come out in June and tell you what these things are, like as if they don't know. They know exactly what they are. Why are they making movies about the second coming of Christ? Right? This movie is about the second coming of Christ. Right? They're saying aliens, like this idiot tried to say. The fourth dimension is time. The armies are not of God. What does Revelation say? What does Revelation 19 say? You got to know what the hell you're talking about. This is a biblical discussion. If you don't know anything about the Bible, which you don't, okay? Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. All right? He was clothed, this is talking about Jesus, he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies which were in heaven, wait a minute, the armies are not of God. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. Okay? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. These armies, this army is of God, and it's saying it right here. And the armies which were in heaven, who's in heaven? God and Jesus. Right? Followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So it says, I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him, okay, his chariot, the one you call Jesus, his chariot is huge. How do we know that? Okay, let's see how big it is. This is 2 Ezra 13. And start at 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. The thousands of heaven is God's army. That you say the armies are not of God. This one is. That man that waxed strong is the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahushua in the Hebrew. Okay? Let's see how big his chariot is. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great, huge mountain and flew up upon it. It was so big it looked like a mountain. And then he continues on. But I would have seen the region or the place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. Ezra looked around. He said, where did that mountain flying in the air come from? Let me look at the mountain ranges around me and see where they carved it out. It's so huge. Like this. Now, answer this. Can man make something this big? Answer is hell no. They are man-made using technology discovered in the early 1900s. No. We go back to She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. They were singing about it in the 1800s. Was adapted by railroad workers in the Midwest United States during the 1890s. Wait, that cuts this. Why are they singing about it before they discovered the technology? Yes, they are going to try to fake an alien invasion. That doesn't eliminate God and his armies. Who do they copy their little alien invasion from? Right here. All right. So at least know what you're talking about. All right. At least know what you're talking about when you come on my page and try to comment. You don't.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA.
A whole fleet of them. Did they make the whole fleet? The thousands of heaven.
My God. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west.
They can't make technology like this. They made their own, yes. Go back and watch my video about going to the comment board. I'm breaking it down. I'm a little mad, so maybe you shouldn't go look at it because you will get your ass cussed out. Anyway, let's get a couple of scriptures here. What was that? Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. All right. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai and the holy place. Do you even know what you're talking about? Okay. 2 Kings 6 and 17. Then Elisha prayed, "O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see." And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw that the hills were full of horses and chariots of fire around Elisha. Okay. Got to know what you're talking about. What are these chariots? I'm showing you right here. These people know. Independence Day is a movie about the day of the Lord. They just put aliens in there and they're fooling you into believing something that doesn't really exist. Well, it does exist. All right. What's this? My gosh. We can't hang with this
Look
today.
at that thing, dude.
All right, anyway, let me get off of this. So, World War III is going to end like this. All right. Anyway, let's get a little update. What the hell is going on in World War III? Right. Yeah, we get vexed when people come on talking, saying things that they know nothing about. This is the Deep Journal. Let's see. 4 hours ago, Russian jets have joined the U.S. base attack. Pentagon responds to airstrike. What's going on? Is this thing spiraling out of control? Is World War III about to be officially declared?
Dear listeners, welcome to the Deep Journal channel. By subscribing to our channel, you can be informed about detailed reports every time. The U.S. administration has given all its attention to Russia after Russia's naval operation with China in the Pacific. While the USA followed Russia in the South China Sea, it also closely monitored Russian activities in the Black Sea and Mediterranean. However, despite refraining from making any moves against Russia in the seas, the USA made its main move in Syria. Russia, arrogantly declaring domination of Syria in the Middle East, demanded that the United States leave Syria. However, this threat obviously wore the Pentagon's patience, and the U.S. Army in Iraq was deployed to the Al-Tanif base in Syria. At the same time, this move was made against Iran, Russia's strategic partner in the region and Israel's archenemy. According to Iran's claims, last week Israeli and U.S. forces jointly hit formations of Iranian-backed militants in Syria with heavy airstrikes. Iran, which suffered heavy losses, swore revenge after these attacks and said that it would be repaid in kind. In addition, as you can find in detail in the video we shared with you yesterday, US troops in the region made a series of attempts to Russian bases. This move of the USA received a reaction from Russia and the Syrian regime. Today, an attack has been launched against the US and Israel's Syria move. On Wednesday, around 1900 local time, the USA's largest military base in Syria, Al Tanif, was attacked by both drones and rocket attacks. According to the statements of the Pentagon and the military authorities in the region, it was learned that there were no injuries from the US troops, fortunately. According to the first information obtained from civilian local sources near the base, it was learned that the explosions were first heard near the Al Tanif garrison around 1900 local time. The base is home to U.S. Special Operations Forces and a local rebel militia known as Maghawar al-Thara, MAT. No U.S. casualties were reported, according to U.S. Central Command, which oversees U.S. troops in the Middle East. CENTCOM confirmed the incident in a statement released later on Wednesday.
Okay, so this is in Syria. Okay, response to airstrike in Syria. That's what that is. So, no news there. All right, 17 hours ago, breaking Chinese and Russian navies, Slovakia, blockade the U.S. allies. So, Russia and China are allies, right? U.S. Navy is on the alarm for Japan Sea. All right. Breaking. U.S. jets tried to enter Crimea base. All right. Well, look, Russia is getting their provinces back, just like China is saying, look, Taiwan belongs to us. Get the hell out of there. You don't have a jumping off point over there anymore. Okay. Why are there U.S. Army bases in Iraq? Right? Because that's where the war is going to jump off. Where's Joel? Give me Joel. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Because God got them down there. Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, what days? In these last days and in this time right now, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. I know you don't know what that captivity means. Slavery, number one. So God is reversing our slavery that we're still into this day. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is World War III we're talking about. All right? And we're looking at it right here. Okay? Breaking. U.S. military base in Syria is under attack. This is World War III. All right? In the scriptures. So, there won't be another World War III daily update until Monday. Be careful if you come on my comment board and want to say something. Just play it safe and put a little thumbs down. It's basically the same thing. You're marking yourself. You're a scoffer. Let's get that. See, you're fulfilling biblical prophecy. Here you are right here in the scriptures. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. All right? When you come on this comment board and say some shit that you don't know a damn thing about, you're just a scoffer. All right? Scoffers, mockers. You're mocking the word. All right? Here's what you got to do. You got to pull out scriptures and go against these scriptures and prove that what I'm saying is wrong. Mockers. You're mocking the word. And for that, you're going to be judged. You got to be careful what you're talking about. First of all, you must understand, this is Good News Translation. You must understand that in the last days, some people will appear. There you are. You appeared out of nowhere on my comment board. Whose lives are controlled by their own lust. They will make fun of you. Right? These disrespectful people will ridicule God's promise. Oh, well, the armies are not of God. Prove that. Okay, because you were just proven wrong. Above all, understand this, in the last days, blatant scoffers will come, being propelled by their own evil urges. We could do this all day. All right? All right, so we'll go ahead and end it right there. We hope that the elect were edified, the elect of Israel, by the way. All right, we'll see you next week with the World War III Daily Update. We hope that the elect were edified, and with that, we can say shalom.